to stop people from wanting to scale the wall to get in his house, because on the other side of that wall is Beyonce, Jay-Z, and every big star you want to know. T-Rex was there too, but I don't know if he was busting open. I'm just saying. Because they said that too about the good bishop. Well, we got to be working together to tell our stories. But I will tell you, to the audience, if I do come up missing, all the calls I've been getting have been about him.
Cathy White's truth is going to be unveiled. And it's not a man.
Considering talking to me and telling me her story about her affair with Jay-Z. So a few days go by and I'm following up with her. I'm calling.
Say what now? Not Beyonce and Jay-Z allegedly sending their goons to end Jason Lee's life for exposing the truth about Cathy White's mysterious death. You know, the alleged pregnant mistress who suddenly died from a supposed brain aneurysm just days before Beyonce gave birth to Blue Ivy. If the conspiracy theories are true, some people believe she was actually Jay-Z and Beyonce's surrogate the entire time. Industry whistleblowers have been talking about this for years, but things reportedly escalated recently when Jason Lee allegedly conducted a full investigation on his media platform, Hollywood Unlocked, to uncover the truth. And baby, the things he supposedly exposed might have you questioning everything you thought you knew about the Carters. For a little context, Cathy was discovered dead in her home, and at the time several news outlets reported that she died from a brain aneurysm. But as mentioned earlier, many people didn't believe that explanation, and to this day, some still question it. The first person to publicly raise concerns about Cathy's autopsy report was the blogger Hollywood Street King. He was also the one who first reported that Cathy and Jay-Z were allegedly connected. According to him, he suspected something was wrong from the beginning because, just days before she reportedly died from the alleged aneurysm, Cathy had contacted him claiming that her life was in danger. He later tried to investigate the actual cause of her death, but he says he was pressured into removing the investigative article he had posted on his website detailing the information he had found. However, as we all know, nothing ever truly disappears from the internet. That article recently resurfaced as the allegations surrounding Jay-Z and Beyonce started circulating again, and I'm going to break down some of what it said. The article stated, Hollywood Street King was the first to reveal that 28-year-old Cathy White was Jay-Z's mistress. Don't believe me? Ask Claudia Jordan. Before we continue, it's important to mention that Claudia Jordan was reportedly Cathy's best friend. In fact, some reports claim that Jay-Z first met Cathy through Claudia. When Hollywood Street King initially broke the story about Cathy and Jay-Z, he even included photos of Jay-Z, Cathy, and Claudia hanging out together at a club just weeks before Cathy's death.
Allegedly, the song Daughter on Beyonce's Cowboy Carter album.
I love that one.
It's potentially a murder confession about Jay-Z's mistress, Cathy White.
So, what people are basically saying is that Cathy was Beyonce and Jay-Z's surrogate. According to these claims, after Cathy gave birth to Blue, Beyonce allegedly got rid of her and took Blue as her own. Some people have even gone as far as to say that Blue resembles Cathy. Others have also pointed to some very dark imagery in Beyonce's song Agar, where she describes the extreme lengths she would go to in order to protect her relationship. In the lyrics, she uses disturbing metaphors about her husband's past lover, which some listeners believe adds even more fuel to the speculation surrounding the situation.
If it's what you truly want, I can wear her skin over mine, her hair over mine, her hands as gloves, her teeth as confetti, her scalp a cap, her sternum my bedazzled cane. We can pose for a photograph, all three of us, immortalized. You and your perfect girl.
The rumors about Cathy have been circulating for quite some time, but things took a darker turn when Jaguar Wright appeared in an interview with Piers Morgan and made some shocking allegations about Cathy White's death. Keep in mind, Jaguar had already made similar claims before, but this was the first time she was saying them on national television. During the interview, Jaguar openly called Jay-Z and Beyoncé a disgusting couple and accused them of having serious skeletons in their closet, and she meant that literally. She went on to claim that the two allegedly drugged people until they passed out and then flew them to their home to do whatever they wanted with them. Jaguar also made the extreme claim that there are bodies buried at their property and even suggested that Jay-Z played a role in Aaliyah's death. These allegations stirred even more controversy, especially since Kanye West recently made similar accusations against Jay-Z.
If you take people like Jay-Z and Pusha T, they made their living. Our people, so how the stand up for our people? You know what I'm saying? But we forget that because we love Jay-Z's music so much. We love Pusha's music so much, right? But you think they would ever, oh, Beyonce had the best fit for somebody else? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You think they would ever tell the truth? No, if they told the truth about anything, they go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So you have liars. Man. Liars are now the face of our culture.
Jay-Z and Beyoncé allegedly spent millions of dollars trying to take down R. Kelly and Diddy so they could distance themselves from any evidence that might connect them to those scandals before authorities discovered anything. Jaguar also claimed on national television that she currently has 3 alleged victims on speed dial who are prepared to appear in court and testify if it ever comes to that.
Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands. Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well.
At the time Jaguar made these claims, many people believed she was going too far, especially since she didn't present any proof to support what she was alleging. It seemed like she was simply throwing out accusations and expecting people to believe her just because she's Jaguar Wright, who some followers see as a truth-teller. However, public opinion quickly shifted from skepticism to curiosity after Jay-Z reportedly sent his lawyers to pressure Piers Morgan into removing the interview. This marked the first time Jay-Z and Beyoncé had publicly responded to any allegations made against them. Because of that, some people began to speculate that the reason this particular interview triggered such a strong response was because the claims might have touched on something sensitive. As a result, many believed they wanted the interview taken down to prevent the allegations from spreading any further.
Nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about. Just now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our culture and our society for decades. It must stop.
Do you think that if he's cornered in the way that he's been now, that he may start revealing things about other people?
He has no choice. His ego and his addiction won't allow him to do anything different. Anybody who thinks he's not going to talk is crazy. The simple fact that he's not saying more now only means that the people who have been protecting him all along, who put him in position to be such a horror to the black community, still find value in him. He's got everybody on tape.
Things get even crazier. Jason Lee also stepped into the conversation not too long ago, claiming to expose the truth behind Cathy White's death. According to him, ever since he started speaking out about the situation, his life has allegedly been threatened.
For years, those claims had already received a lot of attention in the media across many platforms for many years. And that's the thing about platforms. Well, Jaaniye Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. There are legal limits on us too, and we apologize to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
He claims he has been receiving threats from powerful individuals telling him to stop talking about Cathy altogether. Jason even went as far as threatening to release never-before-heard incriminating evidence about Beyonce and Jay-Z. At first, some people thought he was reacting out of frustration because Beyonce didn't invite him to the premiere of the Renaissance movie. However, it soon became clear that the situation was much more serious than that.
I'm going to tell them while Johnny puts a beep over this part of the show, so you'll never know what it is, but I want you to see their reactions, and I'm going to do it right now.
Ooh. Now, for those of you who didn't know, Jason and Diddy reportedly had a business relationship. Because of that, he claims he had inside information about what Beyonce and Jay-Z were involved in long before any of these stories started circulating. In fact, he even revealed that he had seen Beyonce and Jay-Z at Diddy's parties on several occasions. According to him, Diddy would sometimes go as far as hiring military-level security to make sure no one could sneak in and take photos.
Jay-Z, you're watching. I know you're watching because you got people calling me. Stop having people call me. You can call me yourself. You know how to get my number. You know you got people calling me. Call me yourself because this right here is going to go viral. The way my job works on the internet, everybody's going to be clipping, sharing on TikTok. Watch this. Do your thing, TikTok. Jay-Z and Beyonce is going to see this. I am exhausted with people calling me about Jay-Z and Beyonce. You've never called for anything else, and I haven't even said anything about you yet.
But it's safe to say that none of these alleged threats are going to stop Jason. Word on the street is that he isn't slowing down anytime soon, and that the warnings have actually made him even more determined to uncover what he believes Jay-Z and Beyonce have been hiding. As usual, people online had plenty to say about the situation. One person commented, "Just listen to Beyonce's lyrics and watch her video for Daughter. Look at where the video takes place. It's right in front of Cathy White's apartment building and on her block, and Beyonce is holding a bat." The person continued, "They said Cathy White died from a brain aneurysm, but I think it was blunt force trauma." Another person wrote, "I've always said Beyonce was never pregnant with Blue. I kept saying she didn't give birth to that baby. And when they cleared an entire maternity floor for her to have the baby, I thought that was suspicious. Nobody does that unless they're hiding something. As for who Blue's real mother is, I won't say too much because I don't know for sure, but I don't believe Beyonce gave birth to Blue." Now I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about Jason Lee speaking out about what allegedly happened to Cathy White? And do you think his life could actually be in danger for talking about all of this? Let me know your opinion in the comments section below. And don't forget to click here to watch another messy video.